Tech Balance here with another video. Welcome back. Today we'll be looking at cells and ranges. It's a quick exercise just to quickly understand how to work with your Excel dataset. How to cut, copy, the basics, move your text around, and also how to quickly find notes in a scenario where you're collaborating on a workbook or a worksheet with someone else, with a colleague, and you really want to quickly see what changes were made on the file and what notes were put there based on the changes that they were working on, right? So do hit us up in the comment section if you like the content, any specific topics you'd like us to look into, and we'll definitely look into that. So let's get to it. So when we look at the data here that we have, you can see it is frozen. Let me just quickly unfreeze, show you the difference in terms of freezing your data and why it is important whenever you're working with any data to try and freeze it. Whenever you're looking at an Excel workbook, you realize that as the data continually grows, as you scroll further down, or even to the left side of your workbook, to the right, you start to lose track of your column headers or even your unique identifiers, such as maybe employee ID. So for example, if I was looking maybe at information further down here, maybe at column K, I will not be able to quickly deduce which specific employee am I looking at. Or for example, let me scroll down, then I'm looking at $37. I am not too sure the specific meaning of this currency unless I scroll back to the top, and then I'm quickly able to see that it's salaries. So it's always recommended to try and freeze your pens whenever you're working with data that is bound to continually keep growing. Head over to your View tab, and under the Windows section you will see the freeze pens. I always prefer not to freeze the top row or the first column. I prefer to freeze at a specific cell. The reason is, as I scroll down, the data is frozen at that specific cell, meaning that every row to the left and every column above that column header is retained. So if I were to scroll again to the right, you see I still retain my data integrity, which means I'm quickly able to navigate my Excel workbook. Then in terms of cutting and moving data around, you can do that by heading over to the clipboard section, select the cell you want to cut. You can cut it, place it at a predefined location, and paste. You realize it moves the entire data set to that point. Similarly, you can do a paste in the same fashion. Then there are situations whereby maybe this salary review was going through maybe your HR department, and they added a few comments saying that, oh, this is maybe Sana's cousin, sorry, and maybe there's some reasons why their pay was revised downwards or upwards, and so on. Or maybe we can add a new note here. Simply right click on the cell that you want to add the note, scroll through the menu, the pop-up, go to new note, put in that maybe your comment to review, and you see it immediately has a red marker on that specific cell. So what happens if this file is sent to you, you're not too sure where the comments are or the notes have been added by the last person working on the file? That is where a very powerful tool comes in terms of find and replace under the go to special part of your Excel menu within editing under the home tab. So the whole idea of go to special, it helps you track data within your workbook, within your worksheet, in very unique situations. You could be cleaning up a file and you realize you have a lot of blanks and you're not able to locate them, or you want to fill all blanks. That is why you can use go to special to quickly select all your blank cells, hit OK, and it will select that for you within that range. So you realize under below column 50, row number 53 downwards, there is no data selected, simply because our data set or our range ends at row number 52. That is why when we selected go to blank, this is the only cell range that was selected. So for example, if we were to look, say now for the notes, by hitting OK, it will not find those cells because it assumes that we are only looking for notes within the range that we had selected. So just deselect all ranges that you have selected, go back to go to special, click on notes, and now it quickly tracks them down for you. You can see there's a light box around this cell, there's another shading around the other two cells that have notes. This is very important in terms of cross collaboration, where you do not have the luxury to work, say, on a platform such as SharePoint, where you can all be looking at that data at the same time. Maybe just a quick one as well. Let's say, for example, we were looking for constants. Constants is all the data that is not changing based on formulas or any operations that you might be having within your workbook. So let me select constants, click OK. And as we scroll, you realize it has selected the entire range apart from this figure here, which means that there is a formula in that cell. And when we click, we realize, yes, there is a formula. It's an average formula. So that is one of the quickest ways that you can use the go to special to quickly navigate around your data set. Now in the next video, we'll be looking at how to work with tables, and as per the last video, remember we had looked at how to create a range. Now we'll be able to convert this range to a table, see the advantages of having a table, and really how it helps your day-to-day activities with Microsoft Excel. Do let us know any specific topics of interest. Looking forward to catching you on the next one. Thank you.